What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike, full-time media seller, Amazon and eBay. We are at the warehouse today for an everything video as usual. eBay, Amazon, thrift stores, whole bunch of stuff. So you probably clicked in and you're like, whew, what is going on? So I guess before we jump into the lack of sales, I'm going to show you what I listed on eBay today. You guys keep me accountable, right? This is the most listing I've done on eBay just because I make it a point to list an item every single time I do one of these videos, and it kind of works good, right? Because I list more stuff, I make more money. Grateful Dead, Winterland, November 9th, 1973. Why am I listing this on eBay and not Amazon? This is actually part of a box set the Grateful Dead put out in 2008. The box set, if you look on eBay, box set goes for around 500 bucks, right? So I kind of looked out there. I listed this for $74.99 or best offer. It is 3 CDs. I'm not a huge Grateful Dead fan, honestly. I don't know. Never got into them. They were before my time, and they just kind of never grew on me. Pretty cool inside here. You see this is like the top of the logo because this is disc 1 through 3. So these are the first 3 discs of this box set. Couldn't find it on Amazon because it's all part of a box set. So eBay it goes. This is listed as you guys can see in the screenshot. You're probably also wondering, what is up with this mess? I mean, this place looks like a bomb went off. I mean, it's bad, right? Let me give you guys a full look. Look at this. I mean, I don't know what kind of business I'm running here. This is Debs stuff. It's been crazy. As you can see, the snow is piling up. I drive this little Lamborghini. It doesn't do great in snow, so I haven't been out here as much as I should be and cleaning this mess up. But it does kind of correlate with the topic, right, of slow sales, and reselling's a lot of work. It's a lot of hard work. And to kind of give you a perspective of hard work, I hired somebody to unload all this stuff. So we're going to cut over to that guy, see what he has to say about reselling being hard work. All right, Mike, let me show these people what selling books really looks like. There is a lot of hard work that goes into this business. And a lot of this stuff, I got a car full of books here, right? Let me show you guys. It's like 50-mile-per-hour wind. So like, listen, if the wind comes through, too bad. We just got back from our library here. Trunks full, check. Back seats full, check. Listen, there's no room for you in my passenger seat. This is the reality that a lot of these resellers don't show you. The amount of work, especially with media, the amount of heavy lifting that goes into bulk, right? You guys know I don't have any kind of huge bulk operation, but this is my relationship with the library. I pat their back, they pat my back. So, I mean, there's probably 1,000 pounds of books here that we got to get unloaded. And 90% of the books are gone. They're not worth nothing. So 90% of the work I'm doing, I'm getting paid 0 for, right? It's crazy. I'm gonna grab a few of these. I'll open up a few so you guys can kind of see, like, what does he get from the library? Is it all old junk? Is it actually decent stuff? I have no idea, so I'm gonna grab a few. Here goes like I usually don't get like these small weird boxes, but let's see what we got inside here. We got a autobiography of Ralph Emery. No idea. It's not signed. We got Bill Simmons' book here. This seems to be like a lot of hardbacks. The Gratitude Diaries. The Dream of Enlightenment, The Rise of Modern Philosophy. This seems like one of those ones, like you see this and you're like, this might be worth it. So maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but this is just the kind of stuff I get, right? The car full of boxes. I have no idea what the quality is. I do know it's not picked over, right? Fresh inventory, dude, you're going to be rich. This is a lot of work, I'm telling you right now. Don't think you sign up for one of these, oh yeah, free pickups, like you're just gonna make a lot of money. This takes a lot of time and a lot of work to get through all of this stuff. And unfortunately, my employer, Mike, he doesn't pay me enough to be out here in this freezing cold. So back to you, Mike, in the storage unit. All right, as you can see, I mean, media is a lot of heavy lifting, especially books. That poor guy, I mean, hey, it's a sucker born every minute, right? So hopefully I can rehire him. He doesn't quit fully and he can get rid of all this junk. Honestly, I gotta find a local eBay seller that'll come take all this stuff, maybe give you 50, 100 bucks for a carload. They can list the lower value stuff that I have no use for. So to get into the sales, man, it's deflating. That's what I'll say it is, right? It's not that I'm like embarrassed about how low my sales are. It's deflating and it can be frustrating. And, you know, maybe my low sales day is a decent sales day for you. But for me, I kind of have higher expectations. And I like to show not always, you know, I'm making $1 million type videos, because it's not the reality of reselling. We all know everything is ebbs and flows, ups and downs. eBay, Amazon, some days you sell a lot, some days you sell a little. And in my case, this was probably the worst sales day. I know it's the worst sales day I had in months, and it might be over a year how low my sales were. So January 10th, I sold $53.83. So you think to yourself, well, I mean, Mike, that's not that bad, right? 54 bucks basically. Like, come on, what are you complaining about? Well, when you have 1,500 items sitting in Amazon, when you're kind of knee deep in everything all the time, your expectation gets to a certain point, right? You always hear people when they start reselling or they're growing, a point of consistency. So you grow to a point where you expect X amount of sales every single day. That's kind of where I'm at in my business. So $53, I was like, it was rough. I mean, I'll survive, right? But it's still the fact that sometimes there's lulls in the market. For whatever reason, your items didn't sell that day. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, right? I'm not saying that Amazon screwed me. They didn't, you know, I didn't get the buy box for that day because XYZ problem. And I think it's important when you have a day like this where maybe things don't go your way, sales, listing, whatever it is in the business, you don't go down this crazy rabbit hole, right? I'm not on Reddit. I'm not on Google, amazondown.org.net, right? It's business as usual. So we sold 3 items those days. I'm gonna show you guys, we're gonna break down here exactly what we sold on those days. So you have basically, what are the measly 3 things I sold those days? How much money did I actually make off the $54? So first up, we have a book, The Vatican Connection, the true story of a billion-dollar conspiracy between the Catholic Church and the Mafia, sold for $21.98. Profit was $12.11. 12 bucks. I mean, on, you know, $22 book sale, that's not that bad. It's a smaller book, thankfully, so the fees weren't as high. Next up, we sold a CD, Conspiracy Number 5, sold for $16.29. Profit was $8.82. Yet again, we take more than Amazon takes, so that's, you know, that's not on a normal day. I'm fine with that. I'm taking more than Amazon takes. But for this specific day and it being so low, like, yeah, I don't know. It's just one of them days. Then the last one we sold was Leslie Sansom. She makes appearance in like every thrift store, every what sold video. We're walking our way to retirement, right? We sold her for $16.05. Profit was $8.43. Those are my 3 sales for one day on Amazon. I have over 1,500 items in Amazon. I sold 3. It sucks, right? So, what did I do? I went over to my Discord, right? My members Discord, $2.99, the greatest media social club, fancy pantsy, behind the scenes, weekly Zoom calls, eBay, Amazon, and I complained to everybody, right? I went right into the group and I was like, yo guys, where's my money? What's going on? Who's stealing my money from me? I didn't do that at all, but it is a good support group if you're, if you're on tough times. So the people around you, right? I always tell everybody, surround yourself with like-minded people. What do you think Deb told me? What do you think my wife Deb told me when I said, this is the worst sales day I've had in months, if not years? You all know what she said, right? She said, shut up, list more stuff, source more stuff, send more stuff. Stop worrying about the things you can't control. And woo! When she speaks, I listen. And listen, she got her own little brand over on Etsy, right? Shopify, doing her own thing. But she still understands you have to control the controllables and make things happen. So that's kind of like the sad part of the story. What happened on January 10th? Maybe there'll be some crazy documentary in the future saying January 10th, Amazon was down, Google was down, whatever the excuse was. The next day, back on track, right? Normal type day for me. The 11th, we sold $307 worth of stuff, 15 items, right where I like to be, a little bit over $20 average selling price. The best item we sold on that day, which is probably make us more profit than the previous day altogether, we sold Wind Walker Special Edition DVD. This was new sealed. We sold it for $39.99. My photo blocks off the profit, so I think the profit was around 30 bucks. I think it was 28 and some change. So that one item basically made more profit than the whole day previously. We went from 53 bucks to $300, kind of where we like to hover between the $200, $400 average day of sales. If you're curious kind of how like the business works behind the scenes, or like my expectations, we like to fall between like $200 and $400 any single day in sales. You bounce back, right? I could have, curled up in my storage unit and cried about it, but you can't. That's no way to persevere, to continue growing your business. You can't allow this type of stuff to slow you down. So we're going on the scene yet again to my book scouter. This dude, I sent him to my worst Goodwill. This Goodwill used to be really good. It sucks now. I said, yo, go out there and see if they got anything, because I ain't making no money, dude. I need you to get out there and start hustling. So I'm going to send you out to him and see what he has to say. Hey, everybody. Mike has me out here. It is pouring rain. It is miserable outside. Like, don't ever work for this guy. You get stuck out here leaving the thrift store with a whole bunch of stuff. I guess he wants me to show you something he sold on eBay and tell you that you can still find profitable items to sell from the Goodwill, right? So listen, I think an important part of me being a part of Mike's business as the eBay runner of Mike's eBay store is that I don't work often. Maybe I list once a week, one item, but I sell stuff, right? So why does that happen? Everybody says you got to list every single day to be successful on eBay. Well, if you're listing stuff people want, you will sell it, even if you don't list all of the time, right? So 2 weeks ago in the video, I showed you the Galaxy 5000 Nintendo game that we listed. Don't you know I sent an offer for 30 bucks. I had it listed at 40, sent an offer for 30 bucks. They accepted the offer, so now I actually have to do work for Mike and get this packed up, shipped out here, use some bubble wrap and put it in a poly mailer. But yeah, after fees, free shipping, I'll probably make around 20 bucks. I'm into it for $1, $19. If you sell stuff people want, collectibles, things that are, popular, in need, eBay is a great outlet to use. You don't have to be this person at 50 listings a day and they're all junk listings. Get in the mindset of listing the better stuff. That's how you win. And that's why usually the stuff I only list on eBay is collectibles, things like that, because there is a great market on eBay for that. So if somebody says their stuff isn't selling, it's because it's priced too high or it's just an undesirable piece of junk. So that's the eBay sale we got. He also wanted me to show you that you still can find profitable stuff from the Goodwill. I know everybody, the thrift stores suck. They're scanning everything. They are not. Goodwill is not scanning DVDs. I got a bag here. We rolled out of the Goodwill. $82 we spent. We rounded up. There was one missing a tag. So the young guy, I talked to him when I'm in there. He said, we usually can't sell it without a tag, but we'll do $2.99 for you. Most of these DVDs cost me $2.99. Let me get my screen recorded. I'm going to show you guys some of them. Just random ones I have here in the bag. First up, we have Jim Belushi. I guess James Belushi. Mr. Destiny. Brand new sealed. Whenever you see that up top, that's how you, it basically is an extra layer. Manufacturer seal there when that isn't broken. All right, 67 sales score, new FBA. We're gonna price it up at the $14.99 mark, double our money. This will sell fairly quick. You see the rank is super low on that. We did get a book out of there. I'm gonna show you that because I am the book guy. Hernan Diaz, In the Distance, paperback here. No idea, just one of those ones that kind of caught my eye on the shelves. Nobody even has any offers for this because it's such a fast seller. You see Sell Back Your Book, we give you $4.34. I'll probably list this at 20 bucks, make about 11 bucks. We paid $2 for it, so give or take a $10 bill after fees, and this will sell once it gets checked in. Lots and lots of old new stock DVDs from the Goodwill, all for $2.99. Breakaway King. No, or no, Breakaway. What am I? Breaking Away DVD, $2.99. Brand new sealed. New buy box is $39. We're gonna make $26.50 minus our $3. We make $23 on that DVD. Nothing special here, right? It's all just run-of-the-mill, new old stock. I got some more I want to show you. We have Picture Perfect, starring Jennifer Aniston and one of my favorite actors, Kevin Bacon. Brand new sealed. $9 after our $3 makes you $6. What else we got here? Meg Ryan and Matthew Broderick, Addicted to Love. We paid $2.99 for this one. I know you guys are like, oh man, this DVD looks corny, right? Who's gonna watch this? New buy box is $29.75. $18 before our $3 buy cost. $15 bill. This thing sells all the time. My whole bag's full of that kind of stuff. So get out of here with this nonsense that you can't find profitable, desirable items. Back to you, Mike. All right. Thank you, scouter guy out there, finally making me some money. Slow sales, don't focus on that. Focus on what you can do. How are you gonna make more money in your business, right? For me, I gotta send more stuff to Amazon. If you have an eBay business, you gotta list more stuff. Find better quality, faster moving stuff, right? Because even though I have an inventory of 1,500 items, it's not a lot, all right, for media. Last 2 years ago, I was over 4,000. Now I've gotten a little bit more pickier with some higher profit, better selling stuff. But you always can find, you know, faster moving, higher quality items. That's the name of the game. So you're going to have days where it sucks and it's slow. But I mean, you can see there that, hey, we're still cleaning up at the Goodwill. So anybody that says, oh man, the thrift stores suck, dude. Prices are up. There's nothing to be had. What are you selling? Why are you only, you know, sourcing out of Goodwill? How come you're not at a flea market? How come you're not in a library for media? How come you're not XYZ? The list is endless on how you can basically level up your sourcing game. If you rely on one, you know, if all you got's Goodwills in your area and you sell books, and you only do books, and they start scanning books, your business is gone overnight, right? So, and I see this all the time. When I do come across the occasional book scanner, all they do is books. There's just like, oh man, DVD? Ooh. That's DVD's disease. I don't want that money. Diversify your tool belt in a way that makes sense. I can't be the book seller and the sneaker seller, but I can be the book, the CD, the DVD, the cassette, and the vinyl seller if I wanted to be, because those items are usually all found within an arm's reach of each other in a thrift store, and I understand the processes it takes to be efficient with that. So you have to source more, and for me, here comes my excuse, right? You guys can play this back. Oh, he's making excuses. I've been sick as a dog for the past 3 weeks, right? Deb's tired of dealing with me. Now I got an ear infection. I can't hear nothing out this ear. What was that? What'd you say? Oh, yeah. Don't forget to like the video. Thanks for reminding me. I can't hear nothing out this side of the ear, right? So business has to go on. Now I'm going to show you guys what I'm sending in this week to Amazon, some items, and Deb made me, and she's right. So Deb's busy with her business. She doesn't get out as much as she used to with me, but she's kind of been going stir crazy. So I drug her to the thrift store last night, and don't you know, like good old times when Deb would tag along, we find a full cart of stuff, right? It's just, she's a lucky charm, right? So I got to give her credit where credit's due. Whenever she comes out, I make a whole bunch of money. So if you got a cat or dog, go over to DeborahAnnMarieStudio.com, buy a cat or dog toy, show your support. She's crushing it out there. But let me show you guys some of the stuff I'm sending in this week. Get my screen recording here. All right. The first one is an ISBN scan, right? So you guys all know, scan the stuff that doesn't have barcodes. Why? Because my employee, Scouter Mike, he's lazy, and he doesn't, if it doesn't have a barcode, he just keeps going, right? So he's probably missing out on a whole bunch of money, but I don't want you to. So you're seeing it here on the screen, right? Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is a graphic novel. Only 3 listed, sells pretty often. I'll probably list this right around the $74.99 mark. We'll make 52 bucks. I paid up for this. Sometimes you gotta pay to play, right? I paid $8. It was half off day, so I paid 4 bucks. 4 in the $52. We'll take this every day of the week, but like I said, if you're not messing with the stuff that doesn't have barcodes, you're leaving this behind every single time. I'm not a huge Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan. The TV show was on a lot when I was growing up. It just wasn't my cup of tea. So this is a pretty cool book if you're into Buffy. I can see why it sells that often. And hey, sometimes you got to pay more to make more. It's the reality of the game. Next up, let me get my handy dandy scanner going. We have Grimm. This is another TV show. Me and Deb used to actually watch this TV show. I don't know why. I think it went off the air right around the time we started watching it. We paid $13. That's my cat's college fund right there. $13. This thing better make you a boatload of money, right? You're spending 13 bucks. Look at this, right? And this is nothing special. This is probably just a limited edition run. 115 bucks. You're gonna make $90 after fees. This thing sells pretty quickly. It just goes to show, you got to be out there. You got to be scanning the stuff, and don't let price tags scare you away. I know, when I first got into media, I don't want to spend more than $1. Well, if I told you can spend 10 to make 50, you would do that every single time. So if you see higher ticketed books, always scan them, see what's going on, right? A lot of them, for example, they had a Britney Spears book. Just because Britney Spears had a spike in popularity, they wanted $15 for it, right? It's not worth nothing. You make $1 on Amazon. But stuff like this, you're going to miss if you get just scared of that $13. You're like, there's no way, right? I'm not even going to bother with it. Well, you leave me $90 in potential profit. I mean, this is the type of stuff that sells. What else I got for you? An overlooked category, kids books. You're probably thinking this is like a Minecraft book. You see those Minecraft books, how to Minecraft stories, things like that. Make you $5. I paid 50 cents. Softbacks were $1, so 50 cents for a softback, 99 cents for a hardback, because hardbacks are $2. Pretty good sell-through rate. I mean, the price on the back is only $10 new. On Amazon, 15 used. I love Amazon. I love selling on Amazon because people spend, the money don't matter. They see Prime, they hit buy it now, boom. That's crazy. The times we live in are basically a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing for people that sell the stuff and actually keep track of their expenses. You know, they don't just click buy now, pay later, things like that. And it's a curse if you're somebody that's just like super impulsive, just has tons of credit card debt, buy now, pay later. So as a seller, I love selling on Amazon. Let's see what else we got. All right, I got a DVD, new Three Stooges. We see Three Stooges all the time. Usually it's not worth it. I have no idea what this is worth, if it even wants to scan. New sealed, right? You can tell it's actually new, manufacturer sealed. It has the title of the movie up top. That's one giveaway. It has the fold over in the crease as well. 1761. I'll probably wait for this person to sell. They're matching the lowest FBA, or the FBM, the lowest new FBM offer. I'll probably price this up around $22.99, $23.99. Make well over 10 bucks. We're into it for $2, $3.99, half off. We paid $2. Can't beat it. That is some of the stuff I'm sending this week. And just so Deb doesn't think I shortchanged her, this is the bag I got from the thrift store that I usually get nothing from, that she decided to come out with me. So there you go. There's your proof. All right. Are you happy now, Deb? So yeah. Slow sales happen. Don't let it burn you out. Surround yourself with like-minded people. I know if I would have reached out to anybody in my inner circle and was like, yo, I just had the worst sales day in 2 years and selling on Amazon, they all would tell me, well, what are you going to do to change that moving forward? How are we going to avoid having another slow sales day like that one? And honestly, the only answer is working smarter and harder and getting the job done. As cheesy as it sounds, I mean, you guys seen the work that goes into this, and it's so easy to stay at home and lay in bed, right? It's so easy to just put things off for another day. I challenge you to be the opposite. I challenge you, the people that win in this business are the people that do things when they don't feel like doing them. And unfortunately, in reselling, this happens often. You got to wake up. You got to get out there. I mean, with Amazon media, you just have to scan. It's all a game of endurance. How many items are you scanning is going to directly correlate to how many items you're finding to send in, right? So the more you scan, the more you make. That's the reality of it. And anybody out there is like, well, my accept rate's better or lower, and that dictates how much you actually find. No, if you're actually out there, you got a solid trigger set with media. The more you scan, the more you find, the more money you make. That's all this comes down to. I'm no different than anybody watching this. Only difference between us is how often am I out scanning? How many items am I scanning? That's all it comes down to. I have no secret sauce. I mean, my almighty ring scanner that anybody can buy, that maybe helps me scan about 1 second per item quicker than somebody else. Other than that, you just got to get out there and put in the time and the work. And when you have crappy sales days, don't think the sky is falling, the end of the world is here. You know, there's no way out. You got to start putting your resume back out on Career Builder and Monster. That's not it. That's not the path, right? If you're that type of person, I don't think reselling's for you, because there's going to be times where you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, whew, I got to make a change. I got to do something different because this ain't working. And I want you to be that person that's proactive about not having that crappy sales day, instead of being reactive and think the world is over. Was eBay down? Was Amazon down? What's going on out there? It's business as usual. Let it motivate you. Don't let it demotivate you. And if you need somebody to kick you in the butt, come here. Come here. Stand over there, all right? You need a butt kicking? All right, here you go. Boom. I'll kick you in your butt any time of the week. You feeling down and out about this and that and sales suck, the platform sucks, reach out to me, because I came from nothing. I started this with nothing. I mean, if you're gonna talk about like a superhero story of somebody that rises from nothing into something, I really don't talk about it that much, but hey, go look up the neighborhood I grew up in, right? After you're done commenting and liking this video, go on YouTube. Look up Kensington. It's a neighborhood in Philadelphia. You just put Kensington, right? That's where I was born and raised. I basically got out of one of the worst neighborhoods in the country. Here I am. I have a successful business that I operate. No debt. I kind of can do whatever the heck I want. I drive a 2008 heated seats Nissan Altima. I mean, come on. What more could you ask for? I'm literally like one of the ultimate feel-good stories, and I just want you to feel good about what you're doing out there. So if you need somebody to kick you in the butt, hit me up. I got no problem telling you, you can do whatever you want in this business. You want to be 3 figures, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? All you got to do is put in the effort, understand processes, and put in the time, and just realize it's not always going up. You're going to have plateaus. You're going to have valleys. You're going to have peaks. That's the name of any business. How you react and how you adapt to those is what's going to make you win or lose in this game. That's it. Come get rid of all this stuff. Listen, if you're an eBay seller and you live in central Pennsylvania and you sell books, I mean, honestly, I'll cut you a deal of a lifetime. I don't want none of this stuff. I got to get rid of it. I got to find like a donation bin. It's such a headache dealing with bulk. That's why I keep my bulk sources limited, because it's just so much work that goes into it. That's going to do it for the video. I appreciate you watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more of these videos. Bye-bye.